This food has the best appearance and aroma. Nkechi beamed proudly. Her dream of becoming the prince's wife was very close to becoming reality. As the judge raised the spoon to her mouth, she spat out almost immediately. "What in the name of God is this?" she cried. "Why is your food so bitter? Are you trying to murder us? If you knew you couldn't cook, how dare you come here to compete? You are disqualified from this competition immediately," the judge declared. My dear audience, the story you're about to listen to is a story of jealousy, justice, bravery, and sacrifice. Many centuries ago, in the village of Uma, there lived two beautiful twin sisters, Nkechi and Amara. Even though they were twin sisters, they were very different from each other. Nkechi loved the flamboyant life. You will often find her daydreaming about a future full of all the best things money can buy. A nice home with a rich husband and lots of servants at a beck and call. Amara, on the other hand, was not as ambitious as Nkechi. She was content with a peaceful and quiet life in the village. One thing both Nkechi and Amara were good at was cooking. Their mother taught them how to make sumptuous meals. Whenever Amara or Nkechi cooked, the aroma of their food could be perceived from miles away. Neighbors will come to visit because they wanted to have a taste of their food. As the annual village festival approached, the sound crier went around the village announcing, "People of Uma, people of Uma, on the day of the village festival, the crown prince will pick his bride. There will be a cooking competition among all the ladies of marriageable age. The winner will become the crown prince's wife and the crown princess." When Nkechi heard this, she was excited. "Yes, this is my dream. I stand a great chance of becoming the prince's wife and living a life of royalty. I could become the queen of this kingdom too." The thought of this future made her so happy. Amara, on the other hand, couldn't care less. However, her mother encouraged her to join the competition so that either she or Nkechi would win. "If any of my daughters win the competition, they will become the crown princess and I will be an in-law to the king. All our misfortunes will be overturned. I will be well respected and wealthy," their mother thought. After so much pressure from their mother, Amara decided to participate in the competition. Both Amara and Nkechi practiced all kinds of dishes and got better at cooking. Their mom saw their hard work and decided to reward them by sharing a secret with them, which will put them at an advantage over their competitors. 3 days before the competition, she called them into the hut and shut the door. She lowered her voice and said, "My daughters, I see you have both been preparing well for the competition. I will share the secret with you. On the morning of the competition, you will go to the village river. Under the big palm tree by the river, you will see some leaves shaped like maple leaves. It is called abwaka. Pluck one leaf. When you finish cooking, slice the leaf and garnish your meal with it. This leaf will make your food much more delicious." Nkechi was so happy to hear this. As Nkechi went to bed that night, she thought, this secret Mama shared with me must not be known by any other person. Only I must have the best dish and marry the crown prince. But Amara also knows this secret leaf. I better go and take all of the abwaka leaves before she gets her hands on them. There must be a clear winner and it must be me. Nkechi got up and snuck out at midnight to the river. She spotted the big palm tree and saw the leaves at the bottom of the tree. Wow! Abuaka leaves! They smell so lovely. I must take everything. Nobody must get their hands on them, including Amara. She uprooted the plant and made sure no leaf was left behind. She tied the leaves in a nylon and kept them under her bed when she got back home. On the morning of the competition, Amara went to the river in search of the abuaka leaves. She searched and searched everywhere around the palm tree and gave up. The abuaka leaves are nowhere to be found. Well, I will do my best and leave the rest to the gods, she said, and she went back home. The competition started right at noon. All the beautiful spinsters in the village came out with their cooking wares and ingredients. The sweet aroma of many specialty dishes filled the air and could be perceived from the village gate. People from neighboring villages came to watch the show. As expected, Nkechi and Amara's dishes stood out. They were talented cooks after all. Nkechi made ofe nsala with pounded yam, while Amara prepared a dish of ofe aku and gari. Oh, how wonderful their dishes looked. When Nkechi finished cooking, she brought out one abuaka leaf and garnished the food with it, as her mother instructed. When she did that, the delicious aroma of her food consumed every other dish in the competition. Aww. When Nkechi noticed the positive effect of the abuaka leaf in her dish, she was so happy and decided to add more leaves. However, she made one mistake. She didn't taste the food. When the competition came to an end, the judges got up to taste the food. Many of the ladies did well. Amara's food was tasted and the judge was very impressed with the taste. She scored very high. The judge proceeded to taste Nkechi's food. When she saw Nkechi's food, she was delighted. Nkechi, your food looks and smells so good. Wow! This food has the best appearance and aroma. Nkechi beamed proudly. Her dream of becoming the prince's wife was very close to becoming reality. As the judge raised the spoon to her mouth, she spat out almost immediately. "What in the name of God is this?" she cried. "Why is your food so bitter? Are you trying to murder us? If you knew you couldn't cook, how dare you come here to compete? You are disqualified from this competition immediately," the judge declared. Nkechi couldn't understand what was happening. She tasted the food and she couldn't believe it. The ofe nsala tasted bitter. She couldn't believe what she was tasting. Unknown to Nkechi, abuaka leaves are very sensitive. You only need one leaf for a pot of soup. Her mother advised her to put only one leaf, but she disobeyed her mother and put multiple leaves, which altered the taste of her soup and made it bitter. Nkechi was thrown out of the competition, and Amara was announced as the winner and given so many gifts of clothes, jewelry, money, and so on. Other contestants also went home with consolation prizes. Nkechi went home feeling dejected. She cried all day and night, wishing she had listened to her mother and used only one abuaka leaf. She was so ashamed. She locked herself in the room and didn't go out. Amara, on the other hand, was continually showered with gifts from the palace. She was the eminent crown princess and needed to be treated as such. Honestly, Amara was increasingly getting overwhelmed with all the attention she was getting. Her mother, on the other hand, was extremely joyful. Her prayers were answered and she would soon become the king and queen's in-law. When Nkechi saw the gifts and attention Amara was receiving daily, she became jealous. Her dream of marrying into royalty was over. But why must Amara be the one that should marry the prince? No, never will Amara marry the prince. Envy and rage consumed Nkechi. When their mother noticed jealousy in Nkechi's eyes, she called her and said, "Nkechi, my daughter, this would have been all yours if you had obeyed my instruction. I see the envy in your eyes. Do not let it drive you into doing something you will regret for the rest of your life. Be happy for your sister, and hopefully good fortune will smile upon you too." Her mother cautioned her. Nkechi refused to manage her emotions, and the envy and rage continued to consume her. As Amara's wedding day drew closer, Nkechi became more unstable. "If I can't marry the prince, neither will Amara," she said to herself. 3 days before the wedding day of Amara and the prince, Nkechi suggested that she and Amara go out to hang out with her friends, whom she claimed were already waiting for them. "Amara, my sister, soon you will be married to the prince. Let us go out and celebrate with our friends before you become a wife. You should also bring some of the gifts from the palace and distribute them to our friends," Nkechi said. Although Amara was reluctant to go, she agreed. She didn't want to hurt Nkechi's feelings. She took some of the jewelry and clothes and headed out with Nkechi. As they walked through the dark village, Amara looked around for signs of their friends, but she didn't see anyone in sight. She began to question Nkechi. "Where is everyone? You said they will be here to celebrate with me," Amara asked Nkechi. "Oh, don't worry. They will be here soon," Nkechi said, and continued to lead the way. As soon as they walked into a narrow bush path, which was far away from the huts and people, Nkechi pretended to hurt her foot and Amara ran to help. Nkechi stabbed Amara with a knife she had hidden in her skirt. She stabbed her several times angrily until Amara bled out and died. When Nkechi saw that her sister had died, she put Amara's body into the deeper part of the bush. She began to dig a shallow grave with a spade and she had kept there before luring Amara to the spot. As soon as Amara was buried by Nkechi in that shallow grave, Nkechi took her sister's clothes and jewelry and ran away from the village of Uma. My dear audience, isn't the heart of many wicked? Let us close the curtain at this point. On the next market day, I will tell you how Amara's death gravely affected the people of Uma. You do not want to miss it. Meanwhile, subscribe, like, and share this video. Also put on your notifications so that you can be the first to know when the next part of this story is uploaded. Please share what you have learned in this comment section. Until next time, be kind and stay blessed.